Jeffrey is just very special, you know. In his mind, certain things are just different.
He's not a crying baby. He endures so much pain and drives through it, and it still amazes us, everybody, how he can even do some stuff.
See the hard work he puts in, and he's like 120% of what he does, so he sort of inspires you to do the same thing.
When he was in MX2, he was dominating big time that class. He didn't make him happy, you know? He was there and he still wanted more and more. Jeffrey, why you need to be one lap in front of them? It's enough when you are in front of them. No, I wanna. He always need to prove that challenge, you know, I think even with himself.
He can just go balls to the wall and just whatever the conditions or health problems or anything that comes along the way, once it's race time, he can overcome more than any other rider I worked with in the past. I've watched a YouTube video last night from Spain from last year, the GP. Looks like a lot of deep ruts and some slick patches, big jumps.
That's where Sewer had the big crash.
Yeah, yeah. Cross jumpen, hè? Na die eerste tafel. Ligt het ook diepe sporen, hè?
Sprongetje te ver, ik ging zo door die sporen.
Zo hing hij.
Right now we're practicing for Spain. We're riding Tuesday, Wednesday, and on a Friday. Today we're in Lelystad. The track is very grippy. A lot of lines. Maybe same will be on the weekend, depending on how much they water and rip it. But yeah, just riding a lot and you know, trying to keep working hard.
This track is very rutty, so it's very demanding on the rear brake, and Jeffrey likes to use it quite intensively, which he did. So then, yeah, you just put new pads and bleed the brake, so it's working properly. Probeer in die lange sporen goed op je tippen te rijden, dat je voet niet naar voren staat. Do like a 20 and then 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, it's good to have the red plate, obviously. We got still 6 races to go, and it's crazy, like within 4 weeks we'll have 6 races, then the championship will be over. So mentally I'm preparing to know it's going to be a tough 4 more weeks, because we have so many races coming now. Once again, if something happens and you get a small injury, even if you're just out for a week or 2 weeks, the championship is over. So, you know, nothing can go wrong.
Oei. Oh nee, hij is er niet zo bij vandaag. Hij wil dat het Grand Prix is vandaag, snap je? Hij heeft geen geduld. Yeah. But that's where you lose also speed, because we see here it's on there, and in the ruts, you can bank off the ruts and still be fine. But stay off the rear brake a bit more. That's gonna bring more peace in your suspension also. Als je ziet dat Calvin ook bijna even rap rijdt en die komt niet aan zijn rem. Die motor gaat veel beter volgen in dat spoor. My main task within KTM would be to take care of Jeffrey on all fronts, let's say, from physical to the bike, to the training, to arranging. Actually making sure Jeffrey just has all the potential things he needs to perform. Die 2 tafels daarachter en dan die rechtse bocht. Daar blijft jij recht staan. Goed, ziet er mooi uit. Maar Bietening achter u, die pakt een ander spoor, gaat gewoon zitten. Komt niet van zijn zaal los, terwijl jij daar...
My name's Wayne Banks, race mechanic for Jeffrey Herlings. So to build and maintain his race bikes week in, week out for the World Championship.
My main task inside KTM is a team coordinator.
We develop the bikes, organize all the special parts, organize the testing and so on.
I prepare all what is necessary to go to the races.
A big responsibility, but it's also fun.
For me, working for KTM, it's a big part of my life. It's a true passion, and when you can do it together with a guy like Jeffrey, it makes you forget all the long days and the long hours.
Personally, he's maybe not the most talented rider, but he gets it through hard work and determination. It's unbelievable.
So we're in Spain for the 13th GP of the year. Currently we're leading the championship. A lot of pressure here. So we're looking forward to today's racing. Gonna be intense. This is my first time here, and the track looks pretty nice. So we'll see how things will turn out.
And it's going to be Prado who gets to the first turn ahead of everybody else. Herlings knows he can't hang around. Both of his main championship rivals are ahead of him. Herlings struggling to regroup at the moment, but found his way past Benoit Paturel to move himself into 6th. Geiser picked himself up. That allowed Herlings an easy route through into 3rd. He then went after Prado on the final lap. Prado and Herlings all separated by 2.8 seconds.
You need to be really top of your game with the starts. This is at the moment Jeffrey Herlings' weakest point.
I really struggled with the start. Obviously, I didn't think it was going to be so bad because the first 2 turns I messed up myself a bit because I was in the back. So I went basically from 7-8 back to 12, and then I had to charge my way to the front.
He doesn't have the gift like other riders who just are good starters. So for him it's hard work, but he works already hard. So to put that on top of his schedule, this is another level, you know. And I think that's a bit annoying him, that he's not improving in an area where he should, and it doesn't come easily to him, you know.
Yeah, for next motor, just need to get a better start. Because if I'm not within the top 5, it's going to be difficult.
He needs to have that focus on that area now, because the rest I think we're fine.
Thanks, Bill.
Let's say if we could be in the top 5 to start, I think Jeffrey has the potential and the speed to win that moto, and then potentially still win the overall, depending on what other guys do.
Been a real sense of occasion here today at Arroyo Molinos. The Spanish Grand Prix is going to be determined over the next 30 minutes plus 2 laps. Jeffrey Herlings, Tony Kai rolling, Geiser takes over. Well, actually, Herlings takes over 2nd. Herlings in front of Geiser. He now goes after Prado for the lead.
2nd. Not bad.
Yeah, that's good.
These two fighting over the lead, 53.7, 53.6, 52.3 for Geiser. 2 seconds now separate them. Oh, and he sides his way up the inside. He had a look last time around. This time around, there was no mistaking. Herlings found a way through. Red Bull KTM wins race 2. He wins the Spanish Grand Prix.
I managed to win the moto. I felt much more comfortable, felt really good on the bike. So it was a good day, you know. I think we gained some points again, 6 points more than when we came here. Another GP win, number 96, another overall. So I think we should be pumped with what happened today.
When you don't know him, you think that he's maybe a bit arrogant boy, you know, maybe he has that attitude and so on. But if you know him very well, he's actually a very nice guy. I remember that when he came, it was a bit like, like a bit a rebel kid.
He grew up, he was 16 when I started, now he's 26, he's a different person.
He had his own rules, he didn't really respect much rules, and he was like a bit like, of course, like a wild boy.
Beside the track, yeah, you need to give him some guidelines, but once the helmet was on, it's all about going fast and going faster and be the fastest. And that's Jeffrey Herlings.
I think the tension's building. Huh?
Keep it calm.
That's your job.
No, that's your job.
Triple header, a lot of racing in a short amount of time, but it's the same for everyone, so no excuses.
Jeffrey down, shit, Jeffrey down.